Hello, and welcome to another episode of r/EntitledParents. Just before the video starts, guys, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit that bell to be notified of all future uploads. Now let's get into the video. My own mother tried to kill me because I didn't give her money for her birthday. Apologies if I mess up anything, my daughter told me to post here. When I was first married, money wasn't that easy to come by. I had a form of leukemia that took up most of our money. Due to this, we can't just spend money like we wanted to. God bless my husband for being such a sweetheart. We were only early 20s and he still pushed through for us. December 23rd is my mother's birthday. She is an awful person. She tried to get me pregnant at 14 because she wanted more money from the state. That's an entirely different story I'll post on here if people ask. As this was 20 years ago, we didn't really have the same type of cell phones we have today. So I didn't know until I got home from treatment that my mom had called me multiple times. 3 minutes later, I counted. She shows up at the door, she asks for her money. Both of us are confused, of course. She wants her birthday money, which I've never given before to her. She wanted $608, that exact amount. When I told her no, we can't afford that, she lost it. Screaming at me, calling me a whore and an entitled bitch. She gave birth to me, so I should do what she says. And then I say I'm an adult and don't have to listen. I was angry and tired and I just threw up a few minutes ago. This set her off. She grabbed a kitchen knife and ran at me. While my husband is trying to hold her back, she stabbed me right between two ribs, but didn't pierce any organs. Thank God. I don't know what happened in my husband's mind, but he snapped. He broke her arm backwards in rage while screaming something I don't even think was human language. He called the police and she was arrested while I was taken to hospital. Even more bills to pay, but surprisingly that was taken care of by a Domestic Violence Victims Foundation. She got 7 years in prison. I moved out and moved to Louisiana. This morning, I got a call from my sister that she passed away last night. How she did, I don't know. Don't care. She took her entitlement and almost killed her own daughter because of it. EP assaults me after I refused to let her EK have my laptop. Okay, so this is my first post here, and honestly, I'm sort of new to Reddit. But when I told a friend the story, he said I had to post it here. So here it is. EP, entitled parent, EK, entitled kid. Me, well, me. M, my mom. PO, police officer. Okay, so this happened about a year ago, when me and my mom were having a yard sale. I was going to be heading off to college, and mom wanted to make some space in the house. The yard sale was going well until about an hour from when it was supposed to end. Enter EP and EK. EP points to my laptop. I'll take that one. Me. Okay, it's $100. EP. I don't have that much on me. Me. Well, I mean, I could do $90. EP. I could give you 10. Me. What? No, $90 is a really fair price. At this point, I was getting a bit annoyed with her, and that's when she calls her devil of a child over. The conversation went as follows. EP. Hey, EK, do you want this? Again, points to laptop. EK. Yes, give it to me. Me. Ma'am, I already told you, the price is $90 and I'm firm on that price. EP. Okay, well EK, let's go. I wish I could say that's when it ended, but no. Oh no. I saw EP looking at another table, but EK was nowhere to be found, until I looked over at the laptop and see him reaching for it, so I run over there. Me. Hey kid, what are you doing? EK. I want this. Me. Okay, but it's not yours, so give it back. At this point, he tries to make a run for it, but I'm close enough just to grab it from him, and I do. Bad move. EP. Did you just hit my son? Me. No, he tried to steal my laptop, so I stopped him. EP. You have no right to touch him. Give him the laptop now. Me. No, it's mine. If you want to buy it for $90, I'd be happy to sell it to you. This is when she went absolutely ballistic, and when my mom heard all the commotion, she came outside. What's going on here? EP. Your son stole my son's laptop. I'm sorry, but I know for a fact that is my son's laptop because I bought it for him. Then EP pushes me and tries to take the laptop, and then the laptop falls on the ground and breaks. While this was going on, my mom dialed 911 and the cops arrived. PO. What seems to be the problem? This lady gets cut off. EP. They broke my son's laptop. PO. Turns to my mom. Is this true? No, this is my son's laptop. Me. Yes, I can prove it, as I had its original box in my closet upstairs. PO. Ma'am, this is clearly their computer. EP. I don't care, my son wanted it. PO. PO. Yeah, you're gonna have to pay for a new one. She tried to run, but the officer caught her and took her and EK to the station. A couple of days later, we got the money for a new laptop and thankfully haven't seen them since. EM tries to cut in line at the American embassy because she is American. I'm a French American and I live near Paris. A few months ago, I had to renew my American passport because the old one had expired. It was the first time I had to renew it since I turned 18. I'm now 20 when this story happened. So I decided that I would go to the American embassy, or consulate, I'm not sure which one is exact, without my mother for the first time. She's American. To get things done on my own like a big boy. Usually hanging out with my mother in any public place means people immediately learn that we're Americans. Seeing as we usually speak English when there isn't too many people, and speak French in big crowds out of respect for other people around us. But her thick accent usually rats us out as Americans anyways. Since she didn't come with me that day, it meant that people would automatically assume I was American. Important for the rest of the story. So the day of the meeting, I show up at the embassy. 15 minutes before the time of the meeting as instructed, and the line to get in is in a mess. There are 2 TSA checks, one outdoors and one indoors. In between the two, the line of people is orderly. But before the first TSA check, everyone was just bunched up and participating in the Hunger Games in order to get in before everyone else. When I got there, I phoned my mother, anxious that I would be late for my meeting. She told me to just go to the TSA agents and tell them that I had a meeting, blah blah blah. When I hung up, the French people around me told me that Americans had been called forth earlier, so I got to skip the first line by just waving my passport in the air. Turns out, having an American passport and an American embassy makes you a VIP. So I'm waiting in line for the second TSA check, and I'm waiting for the TSA agent to call me into the building. As I'm waiting, I hear a commotion behind me. Some lady, EM, is pushing everyone aside, yelling, "I'm an American. I have priority. Let me through." She had a 5-ish-year-old boy with her. As she gets to my level, she tries to push me aside, yelling, "I have to get my boyhead's passport." Now, that woman was 5 feet tall with her arms up, and I'm 6 feet tall. And though I'm not very heavy, 145 pounds, I don't budge easily. She looks at me in shock, as if I'd killed her son or someone, and shouts, "How dare you? I'm an American. I have every right over you here. Now let me pass." I had all my papers out in my left hand, and my current passport at the time was underneath it, so she couldn't have known I was American. The TSA agent gestures to me to come forth, and EM starts cutting in front of me, telling her boy, "Come on, we can finally go in," and yanks his arm. I gently but firmly grab her by the shoulder, stop her in her tracks and move forward. She looks me dead in the eye and said, "What is wrong with you? I should go first. I told you, I'm American." As she says so, I pull my passport from underneath my papers, wave it in her face and say, "Well, it's all my bitch." That's when one of the TSA agents from the first control post came to take her back to the start of the line. As I entered the building, I shouted back, "Enjoy the line with the French people," and proceeded with the protocol. Long story short, don't F with people based on their assumed nationality. You might get a surprise. Okay guys, that's going to be it for today's video. If you enjoyed, feel free to leave a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!